Hi. In this video, I want to talk a bit about the overall structure. So far, what we were doing was we were defining the curriculum, defining the structure. If you go through if we go through these lessons, what were they? Yeah, overview, curriculum, researching, generating ideas, filling the blanks, review mining, ChatGPT in action. We were doing a bit of everything. And the thing is, in the beginning, in the research phase, we're all over the place, right? Now we have reached a point at which we shouldn't be all over the place. So first of all, there is um, this sheet. So what are the different parts of my sheet? I have the syllabus, which is curriculum, syllabus, curriculum, both like they're synonyms, and I have written everything I have thought about in these lectures, right? I've got um, the promo video, the introduction, the useful resources. Yeah, as you can remember, we were doing the review mining, we were doing all these things. We were finding what kind of lectures do we need to have, and in the end, um, we decided that basically people care about use cases, real world examples, the PDF with prompts, and that's about it. Now, this means we should not have a lot of theory, right? Because we want to make this a very practical course. And I think so far we have been managing, right? In the beginning, there will be some live videos. These will be to build trust, right? I want to build trust with the audience that I'm not, this guy staying at home and, like, like this is my home and everything is, I don't know, bad lighting and everything. No, no, no. I want to go to a special place with a special camera person and record the first 3 to 5 lectures. They're extremely important, and the whole success of the course depends on whether whether I manage to build trust very early on, right? Later, no matter how good the course, if the trust is not built, that's not good, right? Okay, so we start with the live videos, very high quality, everything. We do the PDF with the prompts. I still don't know what's gonna be included. I'm thinking about all the good prompts we create during the course. I'll just put them in a PDF. That's what I'm thinking. Um, then useful links. I have created a separate sheet for the useful links. Everything I have enjoyed during my research and so on and so forth, I will put in these useful links. Okay, let me quickly go through the other yeah, okay, no, I'll continue with the curriculum. Then ChatGPT bare minimum. I really love the name of this section. I didn't use ChatGPT to come up with it. I was just thinking, what's the bare minimum you should know, and that's how it stuck. ChatGPT bare minimum. In this, there will be some theory. This is the place where I have to introduce the theory. I cannot just give you a use case. There needs to be a theory. There needs to be an overview. Like, this is the context for you guys for not you guys, but whoever is watching the course, right? Um, whoever is watching the course, could be you, could be the students of the course, right? So what are the stuff I have stopped? I have decided to write about the super short history of ChatGPT, the top 10 things to know about LLMs, and so on. Now, throughout my whole research, I have had this key questions tab. For instance, top 10 things to know about LLMs. I have many of them already, right? During my research stage, I was filling all of these key questions everywhere, like ChatGPT, a revolutionary tool. Look at this. I want to say so many things, and I have written them already throughout the research. This is true for many of the lectures in the course, and yeah, what are the other lectures? Setup. We're gonna be setting up the different software. This is very easy peasy. I'll probably do it last. It's easy peasy. Um, Useful resources again. Okay, first interaction with ChatGPT. This is crucially the most important thing ever. This is the first time I start screen sharing, right? So from a course creation point of view, this is where if if I manage to trick you guys with flashy videos and nice promo and all the stuff, these are the marketing tricks over here, right? Marketing, even the PDF with prompts. um, I still don't know how useful it is, but I know it from a marketing standpoint and from some past data. But this is not my first party data. This is not my experience that this is so important. What I'm absolutely sure is extremely valuable is the first interaction with ChatGPT. This is where I will screen share for the first time, and this is where you make your decision whether to continue watching this course or is this course bullshit, right? Therefore, this must be extremely well thought through, right? These lectures should be flawless, not a single flaw, right? Then we go to ChatGPT basics. These are basic operations. They are still in the beginning of this, so they still must be very good, very useful, but they don't need to be perfect, right? Because these need to be perfect. These need to be universally amazing, perfect lectures. What I'm recording right now, I just want to make this very, very clear somewhere. What I'm recording right now, this is uncut. Me speaking to you, voicing my like telling you my thoughts and everything. This is not how good lectures are created. This is a bad lecture, right? I'm sharing this is a podcast or whatever. I'm sharing some knowledge with you. I'm telling you a bit about online courses, but I haven't scripted it. Therefore, I am not so mindful of your time, right? And this is bad for a course. That's why this is a part of the building public videos, right? I'm passing information to you in this unstructured form, which is easy for me, cheap for me to do, right? Because I'm not spending 10 hours. If you watch this lecture here, ChatGPT in action, it's 1 hour video, which is just polishing a 2-minute lecture. This is how great lectures are created. Anyways, first interaction has to be stellar. ChatGPT basics has to be almost stellar, but this is the priority. Simple tricks with ChatGPT. Now, over here we can start getting sloppy, right? If I say something wrong, I'll say, "Oh, sorry, I didn't ask it right." If like I can afford to have a lower quality of the production, right? Not, but in the first lectures, not at all. Every second should count. Then, ChatGPT common use cases. This is mandatory. You have to know what others are doing and what are the most common ones. What works very well. ChatGPT, what works very well always. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Then don't ask this to ChatGPT. My favorite section of all. Over here, it's gonna be spicy. People have just learned a bit of tricks with ChatGPT, and now we're telling them, listen, here are all the issues of ChatGPT. Crucial to say it, but you should not say it before that. First, we have to hook the students to the tool, to the technology. They need to see the value before we can say, here is where it sucks. Then some more theory. This is the first time I introduced theory, right? Why? I think once you have some experience with ChatGPT, you can afford to talk a bit about the theory a bit more. And whoever wants to watch it can watch it. But up until this point, people should have a lot of practical experience. And this is why it's called ChatGPT for Work. Practical and comprehensive. This is what people want. you know. Um, cool. Prompt engineering, super important. But the thing is, prompt engineering, to me at least, is engineering, right? You're using science, you're using some kind of, advanced techniques to do better prompting. These are not the, how the easy ones, right? We're not working with simple text or something like this. No, we're using actual science to do better prompts. And we'll reach this point, but we cannot reach it before you have seen some ChatGPT, right? Personal growth, I'm still unsure whether to add this to the course. I'm not, I don't like it that much, but at the same time, I think uh, I have personally grown a bit or a lot, I don't know, thanks to ChatGPT and how I have been interacting with it. So that's why I want to keep this section. Maybe it's uh, a gut feeling, right? By the way, this is one of the few gut feelings. Before that, it was like proper, research and what people want and how a good course is created. My experience as well. Anyways, case studies, successful success stories. Uh, who has managed to do this successfully? Well, there is this JLL. Deep mind. Anyways, we'll talk about it some other time. Mini projects. This is where the course flips, and now it's not only about me showing you random shit. It's gonna be there is a project that is given to you, or we do a project together, or we do something together. We work on it on the mini project, and students can try to test everything. The projects, these should involve most or all of the stuff that they have seen before. Finally, not finally, but creating this course. So I'm currently recording this. So this right now is lecture context on what we've achieved this far. Check-in. Okay, I'll call it check-in. Why? Well, this is a check-in. I really wanna do this. I wanted to do this check-in because I think we could be, losing the thread. Like, I know you're following the videos, but maybe this check-in is important for us to be on the same page. What has been done? Okay, the length of the stuff we've recorded is 160 minutes, 2 hours and 40 minutes so far, and this video is already 14 minutes. Okay, and yeah, so this is going to be a part of the course. I'm doing it for the building in public and documentation, and I don't know, I find it fun, the whole thing, whole meta topic. But yeah, advanced topics. Now, I don't know what I'm gonna be talking about in the advanced topics. I know that people talk about fine-tuning ChatGPT. I have to say a couple of words about fine-tuning, right? I need to say a couple of words about the advanced applications, about custom instructions. Role-playing and perspectives, maybe that's not advanced, maybe that's somewhere up in these, but I will be adding them here. These things are stuff that are not crucial. I think that 95% of the people would be fine without knowing them. Maybe custom instructions a bit more important. Not even. Many people don't even know what it is, and ChatGPT is so useful to them. And then we've got the use cases. Use cases. This here will be just me stuffing use cases until the end of the world, right? Every new use case we create on YouTube or on somewhere, we find a use case. Maybe it's exclusive for the course, maybe it's not. We will be adding to the use cases here, and we'll be updating the course regularly with every use case that we find. And then there is the conclusion. Conclusion requires a summary, something like this, by the way, but professional and scripted. Some resources for advanced reading. I'm already doing it in the useful links. Amazing resources. For instance, there's this video. I really want you to watch it, but at the end of the course, right? And yeah, custom LLMs, other noteworthy tools. People are asking for them about them, so I have to say it. Midjourney is quite important. I am not the biggest expert on Midjourney, but I can say a couple of words, right? Finally, the future of AI, and finally, we have the capstone project. Maybe it should be before the conclusion. Oh, this has been... Okay, I fixed these numbers. Okay, conclusion, capstone project. Capstone project, something people should be working on their own, and so on. So these are all the stuff. Very important. If you're creating a course or something like this, have the key questions as you're doing the research. Just fill it up while you're preparing the lectures. Then these 100 videos. These are this from another thing I've done about AI, and these videos. Maybe you have seen them. It's kind of a podcast that we were having. It looks something like this. Doesn't matter. The important thing here is I have content which has been prepared for some. This is not it. Yeah, I have content which has been prepared for a different purpose. Something I have talked about. Something which is transcribed. I have it. And I have gone through every single one of these 100 and something stuff, and I have checked, is this something you should know or not in the course? This is a part of my research. It's my documentation. You can think about it. So I put it here, and I have already added it to the syllabus. The glossary, we mentioned it briefly. We will be creating a glossary. We'll see how exactly it's going to be created, but we'll see. Tools. The best tools to use, I have written those that so far I think are very important for the course. I will not be making the long list of tools. There are as many of them as you want. And the useful links. This is a very important resource that I have been gathering since the beginning. Yeah, so this is kind of it. In the next few lectures, something very important that we have to do is to start, cracking down on these lectures, right? So I need to start recording the lectures, because so far we've been only talking about the structure and the general research and something. How will this course get done? Well, by doing it. And yeah, now you never start from the first lectures. Never. These are the last lectures to write. These are created at the very, very end of the whole thing. Of course, useful resource PDF again by the end of the thing. These here, I wrote the super short history of ChatGPT because I knew what I wanted to say, so I just wrote it. But generally, that's not something that should be cracked now. Why? What is the meat of the course? What is the most important thing from the course? Well, like the screen recordings and the use cases, right? Therefore, we said I cannot start with the first interaction. These are too important. These are too important to start with them. And at the beginning of the process, I'm still not in flow. I'm rusty. I don't know how to do this better. For instance, this big circle, I didn't know about its existence during my first 5 videos, right? I was always recording like this, and you can't really see me. But I'm really enjoying this view right now, and yeah. So this is something I learned while recording. Therefore, by the end of the course, I know for sure I will be very good at recording the videos, and that's when I will record the most important ones. Right. So what is where do I start? I told you we can start getting sloppy over here, right? We can start getting sloppy from section 8 onwards. Well, I can start from section 8, right? And regenerate response and asking for X variations. This is a lecture that that is a very good start. I think it's a very simple one, and it will get me in the mood for everything else. So in the next video, we will work through this lecture, I guess, and how is a good lecture created.